Hey guys, it's Lego Lady here from Lego Lady Comics and Board. Today I'm on the Super Gurus podcast with my co-host Finn.
Hi.
This week on the podcast we are discussing the new Doctor Strange movie. We've both been lucky enough to see it, and we're gonna discuss it. We'll do a bit of spoiler free, and then we'll do all spoilers. We'll also be getting into some news that happened this week, and then we'll do our famous segment, This Week in Comics. Okay guys, let's jump right into the podcast.
News first.
Sure, there's an Uncharted movie in the works by Sony.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool. Do you like Uncharted, Finn?
Haven't really sort of thought and been involved with it, but, yeah, I mean, could be good, yeah.
I don't really know much Uncharted either. I know the rough storyline, so it could be pretty cool, or it could just be another crap video game movie.
Yeah, maybe. We'll have to wait and see.
I guess we will. I've got another piece of news. We got a first look at Valkyrie from Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, yeah? She looks pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, she's got some interesting face paint on.
Definitely. So, look forward to seeing her in Thor Ragnarok.
The movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've also got some other news. You know Incredibles 2 that's coming out by Pixar?
Yeah.
It has been pushed to summer of 2018.
Oh, damn. No, that was sarcasm. I don't really like Incredibles, don't really care much for them.
Yeah, Pixar movies are normally pretty good though.
Yeah, maybe. It's Pixar. Pixar generally make good movies. Yeah, oh well. So,
yeah.
We'll have to wait and see how that goes.
I've got another one. The Suicide Squad. So you know how they're releasing an extended edition this December?
Yeah.
It has apparently only 11 extra minutes, which isn't very much.
Okay.
So that's interesting.
Well, considering that Jared Leto has been very public about his opinion that they can make a full Joker movie from the outcuts of, so maybe they just chose not to do that include that sort of thing, some of those things.
I think that that they will sometime in the future release like Suicide Squad, the Joker files, you know?
Or something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Finn, do you have any news?
Yes, I do. So, the Power Rangers movie toys revealed a Red Ranger Zord.
Okay.
And he looks pretty cool. So it's probably our first proper look at the Power Rangers, seeing as all the sort of the trailers and stuff did was sort of just sort of tease them, really. So
yeah. So yeah, that's interesting. I am actually pretty hyped for the Power Rangers movie. After that trailer, it looks pretty good.
I think it does too. I think personally, I'm not a big fan of Power Rangers, but I think they did the trailer really well. So have to see what it looks like in the future when they put out the next trailer. So
yeah. Do you have any other news, Finn?
Let's just have a look. So there is a couple of bits of fan art coming out in relation to the Ben Affleck Batman movie. Featuring Stephen Young as Nightwing.
Okay.
Which actually looks really cool.
But Nightwing hasn't been cast yet.
Nightwing hasn't been cast, but there is like they said, this is fan art, and it just looks pretty cool. Yeah, so.
Okay. I've got a piece of news. So just some fan art, so no actual news.
No, it wasn't actual news, but speculation. Looks pretty cool too, so check it out.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I've got a piece of news. Every episode of Jessica Jones will be directed by women.
Oh, okay. I've got some news too. Planet Hulk's Meek is confirmed for Thor Ragnarok. Yeah,
I saw that too. Meek is an interesting character in Thor Ragnarok.
He's a bit everywhere, isn't he? I've read it.
Yeah.
He's sort of like here. He's sort of like on one side, then he's on the other side. Then so it'll be interesting.
He'll be some good comedic relief.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So that I don't have any more news. Do you have any more news?
I think that's pretty much it.
If that's it for our news, then let us jump into. It was a pretty boring week for news this week. Not really much happened, but a big superhero movie came out, so I guess that's massive news. So Doctor Strange has just been released, and me and Finn have both been lucky enough to see it, and we're going to talk about it. First, we'll do like a spoiler free, and then like a spoiler heavy. What do you think, Finn?
I reckon we just jump straight into the sort of. Well, we've already sort of discussed the trailers and stuff, and we've done our speculations in previous podcasts.
Well, let's just do a quick spoiler free thing.
Or
So,
just
Finn,
a synopsis, sort of what we think about it. Yeah, okay.
yeah. So Finn, what did you think the movie was about?
The movie was about Dr. Stephen Strange finding himself and sort of becoming less egotistic, less sort of full of himself, and sort of realizing his full potential. That sort of jazz.
Yeah. So the movie is directed by, I'm pretty sure it's a guy named Scott Derrickson, and it stars Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. And Finn's right, it's all about him finding his way and becoming less of an asshole.
Yeah, at the start of the movie and some of the trailers, he is just full on asshole. You just really want to just get out of your seat and punch Benedict in the face. It's just such a douche. I mean, I know he's acting and everything, but he just really so convincing acting and whatnot. Yeah, which is really good.
Sure. Let's discuss. So, like, Finn, what did you think of the movie spoiler free? Like, what was your opinion, and what would you give it on a scale from F to A++?
I think this movie was very good. It did leave a couple of holes in sort of some places that they definitely can elaborate on in future MCU movies. I think it's got huge potential, and I think it's a really good lead, and it unveils a couple. Is that a spoiler? Oh, probably actually. So it unveils a couple of key items relating to the future of the MCU. Yeah, and I think it's really good. A from me.
So you give it an A?
A, yeah.
Well, I thought the movie, I really, really enjoyed it. All the characters' dynamics was really good. The plot was easy to follow. It was funny. It had a great ending that I really enjoyed.
Yeah, the humor was pretty cool as well. That they try to incorporate. I think they try to make it sort of a lighter tone movie and something that's quite dark. So
yeah, you can actually. So I would probably give the movie an A+. But if you want a more deeper, just what I think spoiler free, I just uploaded a spoiler free review of Doctor Strange. I'll link it in the description, but you can listen to that.
That's on your main channel. That's your main Sunday video, Lego Native Comics and more.
Well, let us do, now that we've discussed just some spoiler free for people, so from now on, spoilers. If you don't want spoilers, get away now. Spoilers. We're discussing Doctor Strange spoilers.
Okay, I think you made that abundantly clear.
Yeah.
Okay, so spoilers. So should we just walk through the movie and
No, first up, why don't we just say sure, let's just walk through the movie. That's a better idea.
So start at the start, and so okay, yeah. So at the start we see Doctor Strange and him sort of the accident happens pretty early on, doesn't it? So
yeah, I think it's in like the first 20 to 25 minutes.
Yeah, so we sort of get the establishing bit about him being a leading neurosurgeon, and he's looking at all this massive research, and he's really egotistic. He only cares about himself, and he has this accident, and he has this car accident. He's like texting while driving and stuff. His hands get absolutely monstered. He's like 11 stainless steel pins or something in his hands.
Yeah. Actually, I've got a little Easter egg from that scene there for everyone there. So as you see him, you know how he's driving along and he's got his phone next to him and he's just he's telling him like these people.
Yeah.
The guy says, "What about a guy in a metal, someone injured in a metal suit accident." And that's Rhodey from Civil War.
Oh, okay. Well,
and he turns it down.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, there's also a couple of other Easter eggs. I think there's a blatantly obvious one in one of the panning shots over New York City. You could clearly see the Avengers Tower like sticking right up the middle.
Yeah, but that's later in the movie.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it is. It's during like the mirror dimension scene.
Oh, I thought it was at the start of the movie. Oh, okay.
Nah, it's pretty sure it's in the mirror dimension. So after that, Doctor Strange, he's searching for methods, and he has to go to it's like Kananaka or something like that.
In Nepal. So
Yeah.
he gets rejected by a bunch of different neurosurgeons, and they say, "Oh, this
Sort
is
of like what happened to him.
He goes,
and what he does.
yeah,
to people.
what he does to people. They send it straight back to him. It's sort of like a taste of his own medicine. So yeah, so he goes to this place and he's still really egotistic. He learns from this guy that miraculously got healed from full half body paralysis, and he's like he gets to this place and he confronts the ancient one. He says, "Okay, heal my hands now," and she's like, "Okay, you have to believe," and he's just like, "Heck no! Like, I mean, I'm a man of science. Why don't you just like wave your hand and say, oh, it's healed?"
Yeah.
And
So let's discuss so throughout the movie, Finn, let's discuss some spoiler free. Not spoiler free. Some spoiler things that you liked. So I'm just gonna say straight up. Let's jump to the end of the movie.
okay, so
I'd have to say my favorite part of the entire movie was that Dormammu time loop.
that was funny. I think it was humorous, but it was also a very creative and clever way of defeating the villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that was really cool, really well done. So basically, what he does is he uses the eye, which is what I was alluding to before. It's actually an infinity gem, the time
Yeah,
gem.
we'll talk about that more in detail after this.
Yeah, but so he uses the time gem to create an infinite time loop, with him and stuff. So it's basically him jumping off this moon onto another moon, confronting him, and then dying again. And
Yeah.
then time loops back. And so he's back again. The guy, Dormammu, is just getting real rage and mad, and he's just so frustrated and stuff. So he eventually bargains with Doctor Strange to leave Earth alone and take his zealots with him.
Yeah, and let's discuss. You talked about the time loop there. Let's do the time gem. Let's discuss. What do you think the future of that time gem is? How do you think it's gonna slot into the wider Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Well, we do not. There is massive speculation about how when the last Infinity Gem's going to crop up.
When do you think it's gonna crop up?
Personally, I think it's going to go in for Ragnarok.
Me too.
I think that's the main consensus because we all think Heimdall actually holds that gem. So, I think.
I mean, yeah, maybe you're right. I didn't think about that, but yeah, that's probably what it is gonna turn up.
Yeah. So, and then I think the subsequent movies will be them trying to protect them and gather them, the Earth, and Thanos also. And that's sort of all building up to Avengers Infinity War. So yeah.
Yeah. So I think too. We see it. Let's also discuss Finn. Those two end credit scenes at the ends. Those were pretty cool, don't you think? Do you think that do you think Doctor Strange will be in Thor Ragnarok?
I think he'll have some small part. Actually, yeah. Well, considering that Doctor Strange pretty much said, "Okay, let's go find your dad."
Yeah.
So, I think he will play, if not some insignificant part, maybe at the start or during the middle sometime.
Yeah.
But it was odd. It was actually odd to see Thor out of costume. Actually,
just in his casual clothes. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that it was gonna be more. I just thought instantly Chris Hemsworth, not Thor.
Yeah, same. I thought I had visions back to the Marvel UK.
Oh, the Thor skit.
The Thor skit.
Oh, that was so funny.
That was very funny. What is it called? Team Thor or something?
Yeah.
Marvel.
That was so funny.
It's like a skit. It's not actually part of the MCU, but it's like a little skit done what Thor and Hulk were doing during Civil War. It was very funny. Very very humorous. Very very well crafted.
Yeah. Let's also discuss. So, Finn, I have to say, during this movie, don't you think the CGI was just amazing?
CGI was incredible.
Some of the best CGI.
Hands down, that was incredible CGI.
Yeah, I never felt like it wasn't real.
Well,
Like,
I knew it
rubbery.
wasn't real. Like, I mean, just knowing that you can't just wave your hands in a certain way and like magic lines appear or like there's magic disc or whatever.
Yeah.
But it looked incredibly real for something that so obviously is fake.
Yeah. I have to say, yeah, that was it. So Finn, so is there anything else you really want to like discuss about? Like, who was your favorite character? Do you think? Who was a standout for you?
I really actually liked Wong, and also
Yeah, me too.
I really liked Wong. He was quite funny. He didn't actually have a very big part in it actually, so maybe that's something we could see in future MCU films. His sort of role being elaborated on and stuff. Also,
Yeah.
Baron Mordo. He
Yeah.
he turned bad at the end. You definitely saw in the end credit scene, last
Do you
end
want to
credit scene.
discuss that?
Yeah. So basically, he was stealing Sorcerer's powers.
Yeah. He was. What I got was that he was like taking Sorcerer's powers away because he thought the real problem was there was too many sorcerers.
Yeah. So we saw him. The guy we touched on before. How this guy. He healed himself from half paralysis. He pretty much confronted him and then like shoved a hand into his gut and like extracted all the sort of mystical power or the transdimensional power that he had accrued, and he sort of brought that into himself. So he would actually be a potential villain further down the line in the MCU.
Yeah, I think that they said at the very end of the movie Doctor Strange will return. So I think that this movie is getting great critical reviews. So they'll probably want to fast track a sequel.
Yeah,
So I think he'll probably be the villain, maybe a Phase 4 villain.
Well, we definitely got to see Doctor Strange in Infinity Wars. So
yeah, we definitely will.
Do you think? I think another sequel for like Doctor Strange 2 is definitely on the cards somewhere. Maybe Phase 4.
Yeah, probably. With Baron Mordo as the villain, you think?
Yeah, definitely Baron Mordo. I mean, with the end credit scene and everything that we just discussed. I think definitely, yeah, he's got the potential to be a very good villain. Sort of, I think
good motivations.
Good motivations.
Like a Loki.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, so I think that'll be cool, and he can explore that. Yeah.
What did you think of the villain in Doctor Strange? Did you like Caecilius? Did you like Dormammu?
Well, I think the character design and like how he was portrayed, both Vasilius and Dormammu, were both very cool, and
They looked awesome.
They looked awesome, like the CGI and the makeup and stuff. That was amazing. I like especially like the stuff around Vasilius's eyes.
Oh, and all the zealots around their eyes too.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, I think. And also like how they had that thing on their forehead, and so did the Ancient One.
Yeah. What do you think about the Ancient One? Did you think she was evil? I thought that she was more like portraying that you could be good, but sometimes you have to use bad things to be good.
I think she was a bit of a mixed character, actually.
Like a grey area.
Yeah, I think she was like good, and she wanted to do good, but she just went the wrong sort of way about it. Sort of practice what you preach type stuff. She was a very diverse and sort of internally complicated character, and that's... Well, I would have actually liked to see a bit more of her, maybe. Maybe she died towards the end, like just before the finale or something, but...
That's sort of when she died. Like, end of Act 2.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool. So, I've just got a question about sort of who's the Sorcerer Supreme now that the Ancient One is gone.
I just assumed it's Doctor Strange.
But we never actually saw like the official mantle being passed or like officially saying, "Oh, you're the Sorcerer Supreme." I mean, he's still the official master of the New York Sanctum Sanctorium, but what? Yeah, so is he officially the Sorcerer Supreme now, or is he?
Wasn't it the London one? Wasn't he in charge of London?
What? He lives in New York, dude.
Oh, yeah. I think he's just in charge of like I do think he's the Sorcerer Supreme now.
Yeah, I think he is now. It's just it's just not. Yeah, okay.
Official. Like, who else is going to be the Sorcerer Supreme? It's probably not Wong.
No, I think good point. I think that he would be. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would have been Baron Mordo if Doctor Strange didn't leave, but no, if Baron Mordo didn't leave, but he did.
No, I think actually Doctor Strange was earmarked. That's why he was brought in. They saw he was powerful and whatnot. So
yeah.
Yeah. So is there anything else you want to discuss, or is that?
Yeah, I've got a. Don't you think that cloak of levitability? That was so funny. I was laughing.
That was actually very clever. The way they incorporated some of those things into that and sort of the way they incorporated some of that humor as well. That was very creative.
Yeah, that was really. Let's just discuss some Easter eggs that we saw.
Okay.
So I've got one for you. When Baron Mordo is training with Doctor Strange, he says that he has the staff of the Centennials.
Yeah.
So you know who the Centennials are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like the Marvel gods, like the big gods, and he's got the staff of them. So that's just a little Easter egg there.
Okay. Yeah.
So do you have an Easter egg?
Well, like I've said this before, but the Avengers Tower. Well, they've mentioned, like they physically mentioned the Avengers. Wong mentioned the Avengers, when he was talking about the Sanctum Sanctoriums. But we actually saw the Avengers Tower in one of those panning shots, either at the start or before they go into the mirror realms, the mirror dimension. So yeah.
Yeah.
You get anything else?
No, not really. I didn't spot anything to like the original Marvel Doctor Strange comics at all.
Yeah, well, we did see Stan Lee, which is good.
I think if I watched the movie a second and third time, I would pick up way more Easter eggs.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think I was more just trying to enjoy it than look for Easter eggs, but...
I'm always on the lookout, but... Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got something funny. You know, did you see the book Stan Lee was reading?
What was it called?
It was called, like, you know how he went, haha, that's funny?
Yeah, yeah.
He was reading a book on alternate dimensions.
Oh, okay. That's funny.
So, that is it's quite funny how he thinks a book on alternate dimensions is funny.
Yeah. Okay, so alternate dimensions. Oh, that's what, there was, circles on the front or something, weren't there?
Yeah, there were.
Yeah, so... Cool.
Yeah, also I've got another funny part. Finn, wasn't it so funny where Wong was listening to some Beyonce?
That was very good, the Beyonce thing. Oh, and then Doctor Strange's and Stevens and his rapport with the names and stuff. He's mentioning all the different singer names and the one Drake, Beyonce. That was very good. The rapport was very good.
Yeah, the banter. Yeah. Well, there's not really much we could talk about more with Doctor Strange. We've given our opinions and just a general chat about Doctor Strange. So now let's go into our famous segment, This Week in Comics, where we do everything we've been reading/watching this week. I'll start us off. Finn, I have not been reading/watching this week. I've had a lot of stuff. I had a school camp this week, so I've had to go to that. So I haven't really had time to read/watch anything. All I've watched is Doctor Strange.
Okay, cool. So, I've actually read, last week I mentioned I had bought Aquaman Volume 7.
Yeah?
So I have read a couple of the issues in there, and they're very, very good. The artwork's pretty cool, especially because it sort of flip-flops between times a bit at the moment.
Yeah.
So it's in the present, then a bit in the past, sort of. And there's they use different style of artwork to represent that well, and I think it's very well written. The storyline's still unfolding a lot, and it's a very creative storyline. I think, I still haven't finished it yet, so I'm really looking forward to it.
What's a brief rundown of the storyline?
Well, so Aquaman's got a bunch of new powers. I won't tell you how he gets new powers. He can summon lightning, he can summon ice. He got this sick new trident.
Okay.
He's got this black shirt. He looks like a total badass, and he's trying to protect the present day Atlantis from an invading sort of realm.
Yeah.
Like an alternate Atlantis sort of thing that's trying to invade it. So that's sort of a brief synopsis of the first issue.
Oh, that sounds really, really similar from I read not long back, you know the original, the JLA run from the 2000s?
Vaguely, yeah.
It's like the pinnacle of great Justice League runs. It's really good. And in that, there was a massive storyline with Aquaman and Atlantis, where Aquaman was, where the threat to Atlantis wasn't in the present day, but in the past.
Oh, okay. Oh, gotta check that out then. Do you know what it's called? Or
Justice League Volume 7. It's got some crazy time travel. It, involves the Justice League just, waiting for, I think Green Lantern waits for, 2,000 years for everything to happen.
Oh, wow. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's really worth a read.
Definitely gotta check that out then.
Yeah, so is that all you've been reading this week?
Yeah, I've been quite busy too, studying for exams and whatnot, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay then. Is there anything you want to plug?
Not particularly, no. Yeah. Anything else?
Okay. Well, let's plug the end of the stuff. If you guys want to find us, we're Lego Layer Comics and More on YouTube. We're also Lego Layer Comics and More on Facebook, Lego Layer Comics and More on Twitter, and Lego Layer Comics and More on Google+. Please chuck us a comment, a like, and a subscribe on YouTube. That really helps us out. See you guys. Lego Layer out. Bye.
Bye.